Okay. Oh, we clocked in. What's going on, party people? Hold up now. I had a little bit of puff before, but before we get started, for those of you, if this is your first time, let me welcome you properly, the proper way. Okay. Honor and respect. That's how we do things on this side. You know what I'm saying? But most importantly, man, hey, we're about to have a conversation, as you can see in the title. You know what I'm saying? If you do what you do, we ain't judging on this side. But, make sure, you keep this thing open, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all about elevation here, man. Okay? We stay elevated, good looking, doing all our things. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to be smart, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's the coolest thing ever. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now that I have properly welcomed you motherfuckers. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm. Mm. Welcome, motherfuckers. Now, if this is your first time here, I go by the name of Lespri. I am a spiritual healer. And essentially, what I do as a spiritual healer, man, I hold the wisdom, the mirror of wisdom, so you can see yourself. Okay. Mm. I love talking that shit, man. But anyway, what I do, I mean, I do that too. But, I guess the whole thing I love about, holding the mirror of wisdom is just, man, it's just the actual depiction of what that means. But not just what it means, but also how how it could be conveyed. It's being conveyed. Holding the mirror of wisdom is just you now at this point, looking at yourself, baby. That's what we're doing here, man. Yeah, look at you, man. Hmm. This is why now I'm dealing with spirituality because, in essence, now just so you guys know, I always talk about spirituality. Man, the whole purpose of me doing this is spiritual. It's all about spirituality for me, But I never really dedicated, what I'm saying, like a whole. I always take the time and talk about it a little bit, what I'm saying, make sure that people know what we're talking about here. But this whole actually, conversation is going to be all about that. So, as a spiritual healer, I help you to become what is called Christ-like, Buddha-like, Krishna-like. Now, what that means, when you look at all of these different figures, those are people, okay, when you learn about Buddha, he was left alone, he went to meditate, there's always some isolation with Jesus now being the Son of God, isolation, all of these things, you know, the bottom line is these people they have discovered who they are. And just like you and I, they had to go through trials and tribulations. That's what Jesus did. In fact, the whole Christianity story is that, just Jesus being in flesh, just being in here, like who was made flesh and bones already, speak volumes. Am I lying? You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just a side way for me to let you know you're a big deal, baby. If you can only put yourself in that shoes, oh man, you have no idea. But anyway, let's just act like I didn't say that. Okay? So that's what I help you with. That's what I do as a spiritual healer. Now that is a bold claim now. I get it. I get it. Who the fuck do you think you are, nigga? Damn, bitch. Now, a lot of these things sometimes, I know for me, like, I really didn't want to do this, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not because I don't like, well, not because I don't like people, right? I'm but it was mostly because I don't know, man. I just felt like I, early on, like motherfuckers don't give a fuck, man. Niggas, niggas don't care about, trying to better who they are. Oh, I saw that early on. Like it was so vivid to me too, man, because I knew where I came from. I knew, you know what I'm saying? But I also, this is when now I'm putting all those pieces together, right? I'm realizing, oh no, like even to ask myself those questions. Now I'm understanding when, certain people will tell you, just to ask a certain questions is the beginning of wisdom in itself, or not knowing is the beginning of wisdom. Because for you just to know that you don't know, you have to know certain things. This is where the awareness comes from, and this is where the people who knows realize, yo, there is so much more to know. That's why they feel like they don't know. Well, don't get it twisted though. But it's a genuine feeling too. But I'm saying all of that to say, all of these fancy things in different areas and pockets I just touch into, just to say this, man. You know, um, but when it's your shit, and it's slowly but surely, then who said that? Rumi, right? He said the path will show itself as you walk in it, right? But but slowly but surely, I got to understand. Hey, man, this is bigger than you. So I had to handle that. You know what I'm saying? This is not your call. This is bigger than you, man. This is why when you have a calling, you answering the call, then you understand, yo, this is bigger than you. That's why niggas always say, I'm doing my duty. I'm understand as I'm going through the duty myself. That's what the duty is. It's not something, I mean, I fucking love this shit. Don't get it twisted. Nah, nigga. This is my nourishment. Don't get it fucked up, man. But it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas don't give a fuck, man. I don't think I need to tell you that. Like, look at the culture itself. And this is what spirituality also deals with, too. When we're looking at our culture, man, look at all the people, even a guy like Mace, who let's just say, overcame Puff Daddy, pause, for lack of better terms, right? No one is like DMX, Lauryn Hill, all these people who's like, fuck the music industry. They chose their integrity. Nobody's talking about that. You're more concerned about what the industry's doing that is fucked up than the people who actually stood up, showing you how to do it. So that's why for me, I was like, man. Now, these are the niggas I'm going to speak about spirituality to. But that's when the spirit also let me know too. Hey, nigga, shut the fuck. This is not your responsibility. You came here to just do what you came here to do. You know what I'm saying? And then I also realized, you can only be great at the things that you do. So I'm like, shit, nigga, I'm all in. Well, that was a little bit of background story about me, but I was also saying that to say, in terms of me even calling myself a spiritual healer, and even me doing this, it's almost like it's yeah, man, it was like it was the things that I had. Those were the things I had to that had to come together. So therefore, when I'm saying this to you, it's like it is what it is, nigga. It is what it is. But it's not just that too. But I also understand, and then this is when the downloads are coming through. You know what I'm saying? Spirit showing you, you're doing your meditation and you're understanding. Hey, man, relax, nigga. Just be the light of the world. You know what I'm saying? And then this is for the livings too. Then as you're doing it for me, it's unfolding. I'm seeing a lot more. This is, for who is supposed to receive it. That's why this knowledge is for the living. But to speak of the living, it means experiencing. But anyway, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself here, but this is all part of what we're going to be talking about here. So this, I will dedicate this to spirituality as a whole, but again, just so you understand, if this is your first time watching me, you know where I'm coming from in terms of me being a spiritual healer too. Because spirituality, let's just start there, right? And I always talk about this, but we're gonna delve into, you know, we're going in. We are going in. Okay. Now, spirituality is actually the mirror of wisdom. And when, to break down the word spirit, they always talk of smoke, the spirit. There's all kinds of different definition of what spirit is. Right? All kinds of. For me, well, to be fair, it can just be a me thing, right? But spirituality entails the state of spirit, like your state of mind. So that's why when you see anything that has to do with spirituality, it's telling you about your story, all psychological, the way we think. Like in spirituality, like we'll say, you acting like your God, and you do, everyone does. They act like they're God. If you're Muslim, you're a woman, you're gonna do what God tells you to do according to your God. So therefore, that's gonna dictate your freaking behavior. And if you're Christian, you go by the Bible. What's the only book which is the truth that you will go by is the Bible. And who is it? Who says that? The Bible. And you go by what? The Bible. So everything you say comes from the Bible. And as a result, what you see people have book references. Isaiah 3, then, although there are meaning to it, I'm not going to say like there's no meaning, you know what I'm saying? But the meaning would have to be the experience, right? The meaning would have to be the lesson, how you live in it, right? If you're not living it that way, then it becomes only book references. Can you imagine when someone tells you, I don't believe anything if it's not written in the Bible? Now, at first, it may sound like, guess what? The Bible already told you that to begin with. That's one. Niggas don't take you. Hey, they don't give you a break, man. Hey, but that's the way it works. That's the way it works, right? So where the fuck was I gonna go with that? I guess I think I was gonna go somewhere funny with that too. Oh, man, I'm wilding. Yeah, and then who tells you that? The Bible also tells you that. So therefore, when you come to me and with all of these things, like that's why for me it's like, okay, good. What else? It's written here. Then if it's written here, you okay with it. So meaning now you take out life out of it. Do you see what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm not gonna be stuck on that. But I just wanted to touch on that just to show you the difference. Do you see what I'm saying? When it comes to when we're talking about spirituality and when people are referring to what they calling God, but it's mainly book references, a social thing. It's just like a social gathering, which there's nothing wrong with that because this is a social gathering too. Do you see what I'm saying? But the only purpose now is, you know what I'm saying? If you're listening to me or if you come here, you're gonna hear some shit. You see what I'm saying? This is where I'm smoking my shit, I'm drinking my shit, so you can't tell me, you know what I'm saying, I'm here to tell you or show you how to behave, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here for that. You know what I'm saying? But to get your mind straight, then now you have the ability to choose how you want to move. That's different. Now that's freedom. Do you see what I'm saying? And be in charge of yourself doing what you want. But anyway, going back to spirituality again, so I wanted to address, and as I always do, but since let's address that at the very beginning, because we're going to dive a lot more into the misconceptions, but most importantly, how everything is spiritual, but spirituality is us. Do you understand? But see, the thing is, the underlying thing that I'm truly trying to say here, once you truly understand that, then you understand that even to know who you are, spirituality, consciousness, is very, very subtle. It's very subtle. This is why the wise ones, we understand solitude, meditation, because of its how subtle this shit is. That's why people may tell you being distracted, but it's not really distracted. You need to more focus though. You need to focus. That's just the way it goes, and that's how it's been the case. So then now you have people who are fighting illusion. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself here, but I'm gonna say it any fucking way. And then you have niggas who are fighting the fucking illusion, and then you have people who truly telling you the truth. Fighting the illusion is whenever somebody's telling you anything about outside of you. Anything that, what I'm saying, somehow you need to do outside of you to somehow better you. That's illusion. That's what Babylon is. Just so you guys know, the Bible, the whole thing, what I'm saying, the Matrix, building a world based on fucking illusion. What I'm saying? Now your life became, and this is also why too, dealing with spirituality or yourself, it's you gotta do something called your shadow work. And I will talk on that, shortly. This is where too the occult, the dark side, this is all part of spirituality. And how can you not have it? Because again, it's revealing you. And that is the truth about us. Once you really fully know that, that will now you become Christ-like, but also that will set you free. And that's what these niggas been, the Jesus, the fucking whoever has been trying to tell you, including myself and the fucking ascended masters. Shout out to all of them. All the ascended masters, man. You know what I'm saying? From Sifra Manel, Bobby Hammett, Brother Panic, all the other niggas, man. The new niggas, the old niggas, you know what I'm saying? All y'all niggas, man. Was actually doing, you know, and that's what we basically, and that's what becoming Christ-like at the end of it is. But all of these things you must wake up to. Now, me understanding my mission, what I'm truly supposed to do, now at this point, that's how I know, hey, you're gonna wake up to this when it's time, babe. When it's time, nigga. And that's why I always, oh man, the Kabbalion. Nigga, who the fuck are these niggas? Another book that I strongly recommend, and that is dealing with spirituality. Not religious or not religion as you know it. Because the true meaning of religion has nothing to do with what you know now. It's a man of God. And being a man of God, just like, again, it's not what you guys, it's a man of integrity, it's a man of spirit. And being a man of spirit, then you're gonna give birth to the spiritual shit. Those are compassion, patience, love, joy. Those are the fruit that you will bear. That's just the way it goes. But then again, it has to do with how are you looking at yourself. If I'm looking at you from a spiritual perspective, then now it allows me to have compassion for you. Compassion meaning I'm not in the position that you are, but I understand. Because now I could share, what I'm saying? I could put myself in your position, for lack of a better term. But all of that is being done through the what you don't see, the non-physical traits that made us. And that's what spirituality, in essence, focusing on. That's what the occult now is dealing with. That's why they call it the occult, the dark side. So when we're looking at, let's just say, when you see two people fighting, although it appears physical, but it's truly what I'm saying, it's the battle of the shadows. What did you say to me? Like I gotta, what I'm saying? Like the me inside of me now gotta step up, what I'm saying, to show other people, whatever the fuck. Or it doesn't have to be physical too. Whatever's going on is the battle of the shadows. This is what you're dealing with when you truly look underneath the veil. This is why, as you're becoming more and more conscious, those are the things you need to become conscious of. And this is why, while you're living here, you don't even remember who you are, so many distractions. And then now you also have your guides too that are what? Guiding you. And then as a result, niggas will tell you know what? Fuck with your guides. Like for me, I fuck with mine. Why would you not fuck with yours? They're your guides. Oh, it's poor for them niggas, you know what I'm saying? It's three of them. Mm, bad motherfuckers too. I'm saying, and on that note too, man, I definitely gotta address, you know what I'm saying? Not even addressing, more of a shout out, you know what I'm saying, to the council members, man. You know what I mean? And we're gonna leave it there. But we're gonna leave it there, man. You know what I'm saying? To the wisdom keepers out there, you know what I'm saying? All of my ancestors, the spirit guides, you already know, man. Always, this is for y'all niggas. And listen, man. The thing I love too, man. They always listen. I love you, motherfuckers, man. They love what I do. Hmm. Hey, man. Those are the only ones that cherish me when nobody cherishes me, man. That's how I keep going. You feel me? But anyway, too much for you. Too much for you for now. So, man. So now going back, so I wanted to talk about, you know, it's what makes you a man of God. A man of God is a man of spirit. A man of God is a man who is attached to non-physical traits, man. And as a result now, that's how you overcome physical shit. And this is how, when you truly understand that with God, man, you never fail. But you will take the long route, though. I mean, it's almost like it is the righteous path, man. This is how, like, for me, man, like, I learned that, like, You gotta do good for good, bro. Not because of, you know what I'm saying? And here's the thing, man, listen, man. Yeah. Part of greatness, man, it's almost like, yeah, man, you have to overcome all of that, man. You gotta shed all of it off, baby. But this is the transformation that a lot of people would not be able to experience if you don't know who you are. And just so you guys know too, man, the whole Jesus shit or Buddha shit or Krishna, whoever the fuck, the whole aspect of, call it religious spirituality, is for you to be a better human being. This is why, for me, when you truly understand that, then spirituality is not cliche, nor is it belongs over there. Because most people, that's the way they look at it. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got to have a towel wrapped around your ass and shit, or have things wrapped around it, like, you know what I'm saying? No, no disrespect to that, though. That's not what spirituality is. That's not what makes you spiritual. Now, understand this, though. What you're seeing is a result of these people knowing who they are. Then they act as such. That's when you become spiritual. Like for me now, because I know who I am, like meditation, oh my God, man, I'm a walking meditating now as I'm talking to your ass, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, without delving too much into that, I'm saying all of that to say spirituality is a practical thing, bro. That's the only way out for you to be in, to find your sanity. You know what I'm saying? You don't argue with stupid niggas. Yes, they stupid. Okay. But also they don't understand what you're saying. Do you see what I'm saying? That when you really get to the bottom of things, it's like, man, it's so subtle. And then now you come to realize the peace underneath the chaos. And that's the thing. That's the heaven. That's the thing you must attain. The kingdom of God is on earth, bro. You have to successfully pull it out. That's your job. Your job is to show others what it looks like. So they could go ahead and get their own, nigga. I can't, hey, nigga, you gotta get your own. But you see, I got mine, right? Yeah, it works. That's what Jesus represented. That's what Buddha was. To let you know, hey, niggas, I'm out, I'm free. I have attained this level of freedom that, yes, you can. And of course, not everybody can, but the one who's inspired to become that. Because Romeo must die. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I realized, and this is what change is so difficult for a lot of people. Well, I know for somebody who's, man, especially I would have to say the past 3 to 4 years, for me, like the ascension been out back. Like, golly, you know what I'm saying? And that shit's painful. If you know, you know. Growth in general is. This is why they tell you for you to see God or to be in the kingdom of God, you're gonna have to sacrifice, baby. Oh, yes, you do, man. Yes, you do. God asked Abraham to sacrifice his only son. Well, if you're into Christianity, well, God sacrifices his own son. Do you think you're not gonna sacrifice yourself? Nigga, please. That in itself, if that do not show you you must die, you are the sacrificial lamb. If that doesn't show you that, I don't know what will. If even God Himself, who can do whatever the fuck He can do that, then you think you have no transformation, no work to do? Salamat piyan. You know what I'm saying? Like us Haitian niggas, man. Like when these niggas, yo, my niggas. Yeah, I gotta shout out my Haitian niggas. The culture I lived in, the people I came from, man. Shout out these niggas, man. These niggas tell you, man. Okay, so what I just said pretty much was, there's no free entry in heaven, nigga. Free entry, man. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? The work and transformation is you, bitch. It's you. That's why what you do is doing you. No matter what you do, it all comes down to what? To who? To you. That's why to change your life, you must change your perception. That's why you are the way. Even Jesus tell you, you would have to accept God, right? When you go out there, let's just say if you're a Christian, right? You're looking to convert others, right? They have to accept them, right? Do you accept Jesus Christ as your personal savior? Yeah, they have to say yes, right? Then now, the minute they say yes, now they're saved, right? That's what I'm saying. So it's you. The thing is, a lot of you motherfuckers never look at it like it's you. Hmm. Hands up, motherfuckers. That's you. That's you. That's what I'm saying. And this is what spirituality is addressing. This is why spirituality, like, the nigga, it's not a belief system. You see what I'm saying? And this is why too, because I understand that. And I also understand that you don't understand that you acting like your God. So when you say your God is the best God, then I know you don't know God. Nor do you know what you're talking about. But I can see the compassion. I mean, not even compassion, the passion, the audacity, though. The yelling, ooh. Man, you want to talk about ego? My nigga. When these niggas are dropping those book references on you, man, god damn it, man. It's almost like, man, nigga, if I didn't believe in me, nigga, you almost got me. You know what I'm saying? So, and this is why, too, for me personally, this is why if you understand all of this, then your social life, your political life, your whatever the fuck life you're living, it's all spiritual. Because whatever life you're living is revealing about you. It's revealing you. You know, there's a relationship that you have with the school that you went to. There's a relationship that you have with everything that you are having an interaction with. You know, with the government, you got to pay taxes. You know what I'm saying? If you're 16, then you're gonna turn 17, whichever. I can't even. Was it either 14 or 15? You know, your legal. work age is, then you're gonna find out Uncle Sam. I mean, you're gonna learn about Uncle Sam, bro. Like, oh, mom, yeah, this is the government, dog. Knocking on your door. So I'm saying all of that to say, you know what I'm saying? Everything that that's what, in fact, that is the power of accountability. When you understand everything you come in contact with, or you have a relationship, I mean, there's a relationship that is being formed between whatever you're dealing with. That's what accountability is. Because the minute you understand that now, then now it gives you leverage. You understand what I'm saying? Like me putting this out there, you could say, fuck you, man. With your Haitian accent, fuck you, motherfucker. Like, all right, dog. You know what I'm saying? Why you gotta be so violent, dog? But I get it. So I'm saying all that to say, niggas all good. But you would need to know there's a certain level of understanding you have to have. This is why when they tell you, man, when you believe in something, I mean, your foundation, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna fall for anything. What are you talking about? Yeah, nigga, talk all your shit, nigga. I'm gonna be like, yeah, you right, nigga. You right. hmm It is what it is. But anyway, now, because now, the thing that I really, really wanted to talk about spirituality, though, is how subtle, the subtlety, how subtle it is. That's why they call it I mean, not call it ma'at, but for me, that's what ma'at is. That's what balance is. This is why in spirituality, we call living life you dancing with life. It's the art of dancing. This is truly the aspect of spirituality that I want to touch on because, the other part I always talk about, the occult, obviously, as I was talking about the battle of the shadows. Because for you to know me, you have to go past what I look like. So if I'm not what I look like, but yet does what I look like is part of me, then to know me, you have to go past what I look like. So as a result, everything now becomes this is where the shadow comes in. So who the fuck am I? Or who the fuck do you think you know? And this is how you're gonna know somebody because it's based on their frequency too. And that will trigger their actions, so on and so forth. So what I'm truly saying here is like that's what makes it the battle of the shadows. So when you understand that now, this is where we're taking spirituality a step further. Because spirituality now has been pretty much telling you what we call in the dark side or the occult. Oh, you know what? Let me talk about this for a second. Because I also realize there are another side of that too. Now, people, I don't want to say witchcraft because we are all witch. There's no such thing. Well, I know, again, we like to somehow create differences in things. That's why people would say white magic, black magic. But truly, that's because of their perspective of things. And that perspective comes from eating the tree of good and evil, meaning your perspective of life is based on good and evil. So as a result, you have to separate everything. But the truth is, and the matter is, there's no separation. And this is another thing that spirituality helps you with too when you're dealing with the occult. There's no separation. This is why when you understand that, although it's good to know you're not your body, but then when you know who you are too, then you become an extension of that body. That's why you take care of yourself. This is what we came to understand too: a strong mind, a strong body. This is why for me, there's a certain way I keep myself. I gotta maintain. Come on, man, I gotta look good too. Why the fuck not? You see what I'm saying? Hold up, man. We got something real quick. Yo, understand now because now that we're dealing with, and again, this is what spirituality is doing. It's revealing, it's giving you a deeper understanding of this actual reality that we already live in. Oh, man, there's so much. And when you understand that, this is why Nate, mm, mm, everything is mental, bro. The Kabbalion tells you that. People, okay, you want to learn how to trade, Robert Kiyosaki, all of these niggas, all they're doing is changing your perspective. Everything is mental, bro. And that's what they're showing you. In the rich dad, poor dad, he's showing you a rich mentality and a poor mentality. Everything is mental. See, that right there, I don't give a fuck who the fuck you believe in. Now, you better be careful who you believe in now, if anything. See, again, this is why spirituality to me is not cliche, bro. It's my life, nigga. The fuck? Man, shit, that should save my life literally and spiritually, nigga. I've been walking in thin ice all my life. I've been walking on fire, nigga. Right. Honestly, I loved it. This is why even now for me it's kind of like peaceful. I love it too. But this is the work I had to do with myself too. Like, okay, there's no war. Ah, okay. But man, peace, man. Again, these things you have to experience them. There's gotta be a reason when you hear niggas like, yo, man, fuck you, man. I'm guarding my peace, bro. Like, I can honestly, like, know, oh, okay, I know what you know, nigga. This shit's priceless, nigga. But you wouldn't know until you taste it. And this is what the overall spirituality is dealing with, bro. And all that tasting or that experiencing life and all that shit, that's what you're going through now. That's what you're going through right the fuck now, man. Your only way to sanity, bro. This is a mental institution. I mean, shit, do I have to tell you? You just, look around to see all the crazy shit that's taking place around you, bro. with jealousy alone, crime and all that shit. Like, not to sound cliche, bro, but I've attained a level that's like, oh, you can honestly see what, yo, DMX made this fucking statement. He said, the reason why he fuck with dogs, man, they loyal people or not. At first, man, that could be a little bit offensive. Well, at least for me, it was a little bit offensive. Not offended to a point. Yo, fuck you, nigga. Like, and your dog. Like, what are you? You go eat your dog. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't none of that. But a little bit like, damn, my nigga. Like, who hurt you? That was my first reaction. But then again, I mean, I've been hurt myself too, though. But it's like, but this is beyond hurt, though. It's like, man, when you look, man, this is a sad world, bro. Yo, look at like, you know what I'm saying? But that kind of shit, it's gonna sound cliche until you reach a certain level, like genuinely attain it. I'm not gonna walk around and be like, yo, man, like, what the fuck, guys? Let's hold hands and let's love each other and shit. Nor there's anything wrong with that neither. Like, I'm just saying I'm not that type of guy. Like, I'm coming from this. In fact, I'm telling you, I'm coming from a not giving a fuck perspective. And like, golly, like, y'all niggas really don't give a fuck. It's like, mm, the amount of hate, man, and people not knowing who they are, that's what makes it the wilderness, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's why niggas will tell you, and we say it in subtle ways. I was listening to like Mike Epps today, right? Funny nigga. I love this nigga though. I found like, yo, the more I listen to him, I'm like, yeah, I kind of found myself that type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so he was talking about how, no, okay, so this is what he was saying. He was saying how when he met his second wife, whatever the fuck, like he knew she was the one. So I'm saying that to say, man. So just him saying that means he sees a lot of bullshit. That's what he didn't say. Man, there's a bunch of hoes out there, man. I see all that shit. And then when you see the one, and then he said, even listen to her. You see what I'm saying? This is why, too, man. You can't really, like, it's wild out there, but to get caught up in talking about the wilderness in the sense of, how people are talking about it, that's even insane in itself. In other words, okay, it's almost like, okay, so if you listening to any type of dating shit, these niggas they talking about hoes, bro, and then they turn it into a woman thing. You see what I'm saying? And you can always tell too when a nigga's not balanced. You see what I'm saying? Like, even if you have not personally experienced a good woman, have you heard? Like, have you heard of it? I mean, was it said somewhere? Do you see what I'm saying? And that's what and you know what? It's on the house. It's in the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I realize a lot of times people don't know how to dissect certain things, right? So, because I realize, and here's something else too, but I don't know. Okay. All right. Let's just put it this way. You know, regardless of who you are, okay? If you're looking to, for some reason, if you're not too good in, you're looking for relationship advice, look for anyone who's balanced, meaning, they could tell you the good shit about women, they can also tell you the bad shit about women, and vice versa. Anybody who cannot say the two at once or do not see it at once, their perspective is always going to be limited. I don't know who has to hear that, but some reason I felt like I needed to say this, but that means somebody needed to hear it because because I know I don't give a fuck about this. I mean, not like that. Do you see what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying, depending on where you are with it. Oh man, so that means shit. Okay, you see how the okay. I guess I'm gonna be doing reading too. Okay, okay, I got it. I got it. Okay. But I don't know if I have to do it. Just because I know how to do it doesn't mean I need to do it. But anyway, that's something else. Um. Anyway, uh, I don't know. Okay. So, what the fuck was I talking about? What was I talking about? So yeah, because the thing about it is, oh man. But anyway, let's go back into spirituality. Yeah, it was just a message, random, gone. Man, the salt, man, this, it's called consciousness for a reason, awareness for a reason. It's not changing the reality. It's just giving you a deeper meaning of the reality that you're looking at. In fact, the Indians, I guess the Krishna niggas, they call this world Maya, which means illusion. Now, niggas, let me tell you something. I don't think there could be a better word to describe this world than fucking illusion. So these niggas nailed it. That's why I like, for me, make sure you embrace everything. A man of God, a man of wisdom. Wisdom is wisdom regardless of where it comes from. Embrace all of it. Learn about the things you don't know. And guess what? Listen, even if you want to talk about Jesus too, well, put him to the test. Because if you're talking about Jesus, you don't know nothing else, you're saying he's the best. How do you know? And I'm not saying, I'm saying you got to do anything crazy to find out Jesus is the best. But again, how do you know? There's gonna be something. Or at least do you know something about Buddha that is fucked up that we don't know about? There's got to be something. Not even Buddha or Krishna. I don't know. Even voodoo. Or maybe that's a little too strong for me to talk about yet. Because I realize, because shit, nigga. Y'all niggas ain't ready for that yet. But you might be too. Who knows? I don't know. Spirit hasn't led me in, in that direction yet. But slowly but surely, I am building those foundations. I'm letting you know because, nigga, what? You must be crazy. If you are following so far about everything that I'm saying, how practical spirituality is into your life and the practicality of life, and you learning about who you are past what you look like, and there's more to you than what you look like. And you following all that shit, Nick. Aye, boo boo, Nick. There's no difference, bro. It's all of it, man. It's all of it, bro. It's just different interpretations. Then you would be able to put it together as you learn about the differences and each one of them. And then you're like, oh, okay. And this is why, like I always say, and Morgan Freeman, don't mean to call my brother out, but I love him though. You know what I'm saying? Love the work that he was doing. It appears innocent, but it's very, very powerful. Where he's showing you, from the beginning, like just to acknowledge people's spirituality all over the world, man. So when you coming to me again, what I'm saying, with this hype and this Jesus shit, okay. But also, I am born in this part of the world too. So I definitely get it. You know what I'm saying? So you mean to tell me niggas living in Africa and India ain't gonna go to, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got Jesus? But see, this is the thing you would tell niggas, right? And then they would listen to it and be like, it's not written in the Bible. And this is why, too, I always use Christianity in that sense to show you the mind control. That's why, to me, spirituality is iffy. You're like, mm. But then again, when you delve a little bit deeper into it, and then you realize your colonizer gave it to you, then it all makes sense. It all makes sense. Then all they got to do, they put a white Jesus. It all makes sense, bro. It all makes sense. Because the truth in the matter is, bro, like when you truly a people person, then you're gonna look at people for who they are. And who they are, I mean, shit, you'll see it in their action. This is why a lot of other religion. Do you like? Okay, w- do you realize nobody have no issue with fucking Jesus, bro? Why would you have an issue with Jesus? If I'm Buddhist, let's just say I'm Buddhist, right? Why would I have an issue with Jesus, bro? The man's talking about love. It doesn't have to be my God. Who is he harming? Like, who is he hurting? Then now you mean to tell me you don't even have that a little bit of decency against, like, let's just say for like other religion, although if they're doing good, how good is your God? But yet, until I believe what you believe in, huh? You see what I'm talking about? It's very suspicious. And I'm just being nice. No, I'm just letting you know. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I think for me, the best thing I learned about culture, bro, is to see how we can use one thing and cook it in so many different ways. Like in coleslaw, like cabbage in American culture, they use it for like coleslaw and all that shit. Then the Jamaican have the Jamaican cabbage and all that shit. Then us Haitian nigga, we use it for pickles and all that shit. But yet it's the same ingredient, but it's just being cooked in different ways. That's what a nigga be like, yo, let me try this food. That was Haitian food, bro. Or that was Mexican food, bro. That was Chinese food, bro. Yeah. You mean to tell me your mashed potatoes better? Not even trying to say it that way though. Because mashed potato is good. You feel me? Especially if you got it loaded up. We sprinkle some of that cheese on there, some of that bacon, some of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a sour cream type of dude, but I am a cream cheese though. If you have some cream cheese and some of that other thing in there, shit, nigga. Hallelujah. You know what I'm saying? I'm using food here. I hope this analogy could go beyond food. Are you following what I'm trying to tell you? Because that's what spirituality is dealing with. Then now you have the occult, then you have the esoteric knowledge. That example I just used right now for the food this shit, it's what esoteric does. That's why you see even in the Bible when Jesus talk about parables or things being said in a certain way. And that's the magic too. Oh man, I got so much about again, all part of spirituality. Think about it this way too. Let's dumb it down. Even with Christians, right? When you go to a Christian, right, and then they're telling you how to behave. Oh man, shit, niggas. They're telling you how to behave. So therefore, you good. So that's why you have. Give me a second, guys. Guys, give me a second. I'm cracking myself up, right? Because just the other day, I was just thinking and, you know, putting some things in perspective, in terms of, man, yo, it's like, anyway, let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop. I'm not going to go there. I'm not. But it's going to be for another time. But, man, okay, so again, let's stay focused here, right? So then spirituality, man, is a mental institution. See, then again, I want to talk to you guys about things that when you have your OG, right? Your OG's telling you, oh man, oh you're gonna learn about life. All those your Tony Robbins motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, your motivational speakers. Listen, the biggest man, it's funny. I tapped into that the other day, and then it's somehow okay, that was my message. It was personal. I can't share that one. I'm sorry, guys. Give me a second. I gotta digest what was for me, and this is what I'm saying too, man. That's why this is nourishment for me, even for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why some teachers will tell you sometimes you teach some of the things that you also need to learn. You know what I'm saying? It's all part of it. That's why you have to, I understand you have to become a vessel, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, now that we bypassed, because I had to digest the shit that was for me, niggas. I had to get mine. It's not just the smoke, nigga. I had to get mine, nigga. All right. So now let's go back to the battle of the shadows, right? I'm only saying this due to spirituality. And what spirituality is just giving us that deeper understanding about who you are. Who are you? How do we operate? And a lot of us are lost. And that's why you have your spiritual teachers. This is what they're leading you back to the kingdom of God, to yourself. And that's what those teachings, those learnings, everything has pretty much been about. So spirituality is your life, my friend. The whole Jesus shit, Krishna shit, Buddha shit, you need to know all of that shit because you're dealing with motherfuckers, with niggas. But now going back to, I guess it somehow led me back to that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to DMX, man. But when I heard he said that for the first time, like a dog is like, damn, you can see it. But I also wanted, when I was telling you the little bit about myself in terms of the details, yeah, I have been hurt too. And, and then now I had to ask myself, well, who hurt you? Like, all right, nigga, slow down. Yeah, I've been hurt. I see what I'm saying. But it's like, it's not even from being hurt. Like at first, that's exactly what I'm saying because I didn't get it. And then you realize, yo, a lot of people are operating, living life based on out of fear. Life that we know as we know it, it's a fear-based model type of life. This is why Jesus has always all these people been telling you getting out of that social or that whatever the fuck, being part of when the niggas okay, this is what it means. I'm in this world, but not of this world. What this is saying is I'm not. I'm in this world, meaning shit. I live with these motherfuckers. I live with you niggas. All of that shit. But in terms of partaking into those social activities, those political debates, those dumb bullshit that y'all motherfuckers think that is the thing. This is why I'm not of the world. And ironically, a lot of you motherfuckers think you know better. And well, this is Babylon. That's why they call it Babylon. Because you don't put God first. You notice, shout out them dreads too, man. Because the dreads always talk about Babylon. You know what I mean? We don't fuck with Babylon. What they talking about is the illusion. They always tell you them powerful countries. It's illusion, which is, nigga, you live, in fact, isn't that why we're looking for organic shit? What do you think organic shit is? I'll take a second. Now you're living in a country where organic shit is more expensive than I don't even know if I should even say then. Like that should tell you already, man. And then like I know for me it's almost like this is organic. Why is it so much? You know what I'm saying? And that also led me to, man. This is why hey, by the way, man, everything I talk about is educational purposes, all the bullshit. I don't give a fuck about no political parties. And this is from my heart. It's not even a disclaimer. Like this is my heart. Fuck it. The disclaimer. This is from my heart. Nigga, that's the disclaimer. Listen, man. Nigga, man. Oh man, oh man, I love y'all. I love us, man. I love our culture, dog. we claim we claim to be so mwah. Man, it's not the case, people. Not the case at all. This is why for you to be mentally balanced, you have to bypass your culture too. I'll give you a perfect example, right? This is why you don't fall for no political bullshit, for none of that bullshit. It has nothing to do with, that's why this information is for you and for you alone. For your personal growth, for you to be a person, and as you become whoever the fuck you become, the difference is already made, nigga. You have to be the difference you're gonna show. Or if you, whatever the fuck you claim to be, or you could claim that too. Like, I talk my shit, but I mostly walk my shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell niggas, I could show you better than I can tell you. You see what I'm saying? But I talk my shit too. Shit, I'm a talker. I'm right here. So, shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to be a talker for me to have a fucking camera in front of me. Nobody's watching. Then people will be watching later on. But I'm talking to myself, nigga. What the fuck? Fuck, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, shit. I suck my own dick, nigga. And no shame in my game. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no shit in my game, man. Hmm. Whose birthday is it? I'm hearing happy birthday to you, my love. Well, happy birthday to you, whoever the fuck you are. Hmm. Hmm. It is somebody's birthday, May 9th. Anyway, going back to what I was talking about, right? The subtlety in life in itself. That's why some of the wise ones, when we stay in solitude, man, the wisdom is that. That's why they tell you in the God only talk in silence, bro. You have to learn how to be by yourself. You know what I'm saying? I had a couple haters, man. They thought isolating me was shit, nigga. They put me in isolation. I came out a fucking monk, nigga. You know what I'm saying? They throw me in the lion's den, man. I'm playing with the lion. I'm teaching them how to sit. They threw me in water. They thought I was drowning. I was drowning, man. Man, all this time, man, I was just balancing on top of the water. You know what I mean? That's how it goes. But not just that, this is why you must go through your difficulties too. And this is what spirituality is. The umbrella is teaching you all about these things. I just talked about how mental everything was. That's part of the Kabbalion, which is written by those three fucking initiate niggas. I need to know who these niggas are. But it's funny, I already know who they are, but it's like, golly. You know what I'm saying? Because the fruit, like the book in itself, reveal who the fuck they are. But you know, it's like, golly, man. It's that, if that's not an act of God in itself, too. Oh, oh, mm. Anyway, anyway. Mm. See, this should be too much for me. It's my nourishment, baby. You know what I'm saying? Man, listen, man. And this is why my life became a meditative stuff when you understand it and then you put everything in perspective. But anyway, going back to spirituality is your life, my friend. The the Indian call this Maya, the illusion. In layman's terms, let's dumb it down. A bitch with a fat ass doesn't mean she's a good person. That's what illusion is. That's the world you live in. And a bitch with a fat ass doesn't mean she can raise your kids, or she's a mother, or nor is she ready for that. But does she have a fat ass? Bet she does. And again, let me say that too, because you know there's gonna be motherfuckers, oh niggas, you know, they this is I'm not a sexist, but also just so you know, in the occult, we you know, the okay, the woman in the red dress in the Matrix. It was used not to denigrate women, okay? It was used only because to emphasize on the illusion side of this world. Hell, let me say it this way. A good looking guy doesn't mean he's going to be a good father to your kids. I hope that solved the fucking issue here, right? Yeah, look at that. You know what I'm saying? So the bottom line of what we're saying here, like me, it's quicker for me to use that. I mean, shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm a nigga. I'm gonna talk about bitches. You feel me? So in that sense, that's what I meant. You know what I'm saying? And that's the idea behind it. That's why everything at this point. We use symbolism, which is also a big part of spirituality, because the symbolism, the symbols speak more. That's why we see when they tell you a picture is worth, it's not worth 1,000 words, but it speaks 1,000 words. It's that part. That's what we understand. Then now in spirituality, then you start seeing what people would consider idols, but truly not idols. Because we also understand, listen, the life you're living now, this is what they call living, right? You need to become aware of this actual awareness. So, meaning you can be living, and then there are other aspect of yourself that is dormant, meaning you're not aware of. This is why sometimes some niggas will tell you, hey man, my wife tell me something about what I do, or my girl tells me something I do I never paid attention to. That part of you don't pay attention to is called dormant because you're not aware of it. So, what we understand in the occult, because it is dormant, you need to bring it alive. So, when your wife, your girlfriend, your friend bring that to your awareness, and by the way, this is why you need friends. You need the reason you need to have friends, or you should have friends, is for them to help you. If you don't have a friend that can help you, you don't have friends. You don't need friends. You understand what I'm saying? So they are there. That's why for you, if you're building an environment, again, you don't want to be comfortable. Some, stupid motherfuckers get around people they're smarter than. But then again, you can also say to yourself too, I mean, well, if that's the case, everybody's looking to get, among someone who's smarter than them, you know what I'm saying? Like, who's going to be around anybody? That's not quite the way for you to look at it. The idea here, the objective, is for you to be open beyond what you know. That's the point. And if you're going to have people, you need people who know, maybe know better than you. And that's what people have been telling you because they can check you. That's what some niggas were saying. Yo, you don't need yes men around you, bro, because they are no help. Do you see what I'm saying? This is why, for me, I would rather have a truthful person in my environment than to have bullshit motherfuckers around me. You know what I'm saying? But the process is you got to know who you are. This is all of what spirituality is dealing with. Again, you're who you are, how you work. You want to talk about therapy, so, you know what I'm saying? This is it. And because you are more than what you look like, so therefore you must deal with your dark side, which is the side that you don't see. This is now you're dealing with the occult. Now, this is the part of the occult that I wanted to touch on, that I realized that people was talking about, and then I kind of went, no, Ray, no, no, not even that. I went the direction I needed to go, nigga. But anyway, now we were talking about witchcraft when I somehow, you know, was in that pocket. Coming right back to it. If you understand there's more to you than what you look like, then as you delving into that path, that's when you're gonna realize your power. Your strength. This is when niggas, even though they don't tell you that directly. In fact, I was listening to Mike Epps. He was saying, "Man, I tried a bunch of shit, man. Comedy is what I'm good at." Well, nigga, I'm saying that to say this is what it is. Anybody who became great at anything, they just did what they were meant to do. That's it, man. So again, but for you to know that you were good at it, he's a funny dude. Meaning, like he was saying some shit like, if you wake me up in the middle of the night, I got something funny for you. In other words, what he was truly saying is, I'm a funny living motherfucker. Even the way this nigga look is funny to me. Not like funny looking in the sense of ugly and shit, but like even this nigga just give you a look alone, like you're like, damn, he's on some bullshit. I'm saying all of that to say, like, again, you gotta live it. Who you are is who you are. So as you delve in, getting to know all these things, this is when you get to realize, even though he didn't say he was doing his shadow work, but when he said he did everything else, this is the shit that I'm good at. That's what the shadow work is. Are you following what I'm saying? Again, spirituality, nigga. Your actual life. Yeah, you breathing right now, this is your fucking life, nigga. I know it may be hard to believe because you were not trained to think that way. I get it. Well, those are the things you would have to unlearn. This is what a lot of those spiritual masters now they would tell you. Hey, the spiritual path, man, is mostly the things that you need to unlearn. I got it. You know, clocked in. You know how people would say clock. You know, clock that. Okay, clocked in. I got it. I clock it. You know what I'm saying? But then again, it all comes down to us. Then what you're doing is, even when we're talking about life, man, what the fuck is this life? When you're learning about all these guys, and this is what I also wanted to talk about that too. Oh man, I keep jumping, but anyway, it is what it is. So, man, more downloads, man. Can I just finish? But sometimes, but like, and here's the thing. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? I get a lot of them in my meditation when I'm talking. Shit. Shit. Keep it open, baby. Keep it flowing. Tell these niggas to keep it flowing. Keep it flowing, baby. I'm not complaining at all. At all. Keep it flowing. Keep it flowing. Anyway. Mm, mm, mm. Another personal moment, guys. Give me a second. Well, this is the time, you know what I'm saying? If you do what you do, you smoke. You know what I'm saying? You do your drink. We ain't judging no here. We ain't doing none of that. None of that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You understand? When you fully master yourself, meaning the spirit that you are, which is gonna be ongoing, but at least you had certain foundations and locked in. Because that's what we're talking about when we talk about even, common sense. It's like we're hoping you have enough intelligence and then that is average to you. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that goes to show you again, man. The landscape, man. Landslide, baby. It's dangerous out there, man. Like, oh man, you gotta watch where you step, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to pick up anything off the floor, put it in your mouth, baby. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do none of that. None of that. Listen, don't do it. So, all right, guys. Man, I've been getting some personal fucking information. This shit's from me, nigga. It just comes through in my when I'm meditating. But anyway, um, Man, spirituality, bro. It's you, man. We are spirit, or call it mental, psychological. I mean, a big part of this, I mean, who we are. When niggas are teaching you either how to trade, or they teaching you some, even rich dad, poor dad, all of those knowledge, this is why knowledge is information. Yo, man, the biggest commodity is knowledge, bro. Isn't that what these niggas in? I'm gonna teach you how to do this. I'm gonna teach you how to do that. Even myself being well, I mean, I'm not teaching you. Not I'm holding the mirror of wisdom, but I get what they're saying though. The underlying movement it goes to show you everything is knowledge. This is it. There's nothing bigger than that, bro. But again, these are things that you have to wake up to. If you don't wake up to it, it's gonna sound cliche. And I understand now why certain things sound cliche. It's like it's too real for lack of better terms. And that's what cliche is, to be honest. And that's what I came to realize. Yeah, I know. I like, can you believe that? Yeah. And then you've been hearing that. Yeah. And then that's what it is. Yeah. hmm You know, but then again, when we're delving into this world, man, and this is what a lot of those spiritual teachers, and that's what I realized, a lot of us have not fully awakened to that, so to speak, ancient knowledge, which is still new knowledge. There's nothing ancient or new about it, to be honest. But I can understand why I would say ancient and new. Again, that goes to show you too. This is why you cannot look at this world. I don't know which pocket I was in or what I was talking about when I was talking about having the understanding of good or evil perspective. You have to check your perspective. That's why I was telling you when you have a teacher, if they talking about only one side, they one-sided. They don't see the full perspective. If you got a woman who's telling you how bad men is or how bad women is on both sides, it doesn't make any sense, bro. Because to talk about men or women, it has to be in relationship too. When you understand that, that's how we complete. That's how we pretty much complement each other. You see what I'm saying? The whole relationship argument that I'm seeing on YouTube, man, is a lack of harmony. In the collective with who they are. Because on one hand, we never had this before, and then you would say, okay, so since we're bringing this to the light, perhaps people would be conscious of it and get better. But that's not the case, though. Do you see what I'm saying? That's not the case. So what you're truly seeing is a lot of these unhealed motherfuckers who's giving you unhealed shit. This is why, what I'm saying? And well, I'm just saying from looking from afar, right? A lot of these motherfuckers, what they teaching you, they turn you into the person that who broke in your heart. Whoever broke your heart, they turn you into that motherfucker. Meaning, from one point now, the nigga was not calling you, he was busy, and then now they teaching you now how to do that to other people. Then now you're not calling you not busy. I mean, you are busy. Whatever the fuck, you're not. I mean, it's the same. You see what I'm saying? And then now you're like, and your relationship issues has not changed because the fuck. I mean, I guess attempted to do something about it, but the people are perishing due to ignorance. That's just the way it is. All of these things, they go beyond just what they appear to be. So when you understand that, then you understand people are living in their fucking mind, you know, and we all, I am, you are, all of us are. And here's another reason too, at being a spiritual healer, I understand I'm holding the mirror of wisdom now. Meaning, I'm also telling you the highest understanding that I had about myself, which is also being translated in what I'm telling you, if that makes sense to you. But anyway, let's keep it to spirituality, right? It's your life. It's our lives. It's this life you're living in. It's the blueprint for this world that we're living in. Because there are multiple worlds. Yes, there are. I mean, I don't think I need to tell you that. Even if you're Christian, you should know. You talk about the kingdom, the heaven, right? Where God is, where the angels are. So there are multiple other worlds. And guess what? Then them niggas land are telling you in spirit, voodoo niggas. They telling you, you know what I'm saying? Spirit, dog. Ancestors. What you see beyond this world. Do you see what I'm saying? Call it what you will, bro. And it does exist. Think about it this way. Even the paranormal shit they showing you on TV. I mean, you think they showing you something that don't exist? The problem is it's not the things that exist. The problem is our perception to it. That's where the issue comes in. I realized, and especially, and that was a big awakening for me too. And shout out to Dr. Laila Africa. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, brother. I mean, not just him, but it's a little bit personal when it comes to him because, first of all, I didn't even meet the man on the physical plane. In other words, I don't even know the nigga, like, besides fucking videos. But, as I was traveling, man, they could give me the boost that I needed. I'm grateful, King. And then he was able to show me a couple things. That's the stuff with my nigga. That's how he was able to put me up. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, hmm, he did. Nah. No. But anyway, guys, now again, man, then you realize, let's be honest, man. Like, you choose not to believe in it. You choose to be ignorant, to be honest. To be totally honest, I'm feeling nice today, man. I don't want to use any harsh words and none of that shit. We choose to be stupid because there's no way, even if you seen paranormal shit, even on YouTube now, they could show you, yo, that kind of shit exists. That alone, man, like, you mean to tell me the world I'm living in now? That shit is around me. The mystery's all around you, bro. And this is why, for me, I don't like to talk about witchcraft in the sense of, you know what I'm saying? Because if you don't understand energy, then you're going to talk about witchcraft. But what I will talk about now, going back to the other side of the occult, that I realize that people are talking about when I talk about the occult, which is not the same thing, right? So, people who use energy weapon, I say energy weapon because that's what it is. That's what it is, motherfuckers. Now, these niggas, they are smarter than you. Why? Because they understand there is more to you than you. You still naive, or what we would call a child. When you don't understand, or somehow being ignorant to how magical the world around you is. In fact, the other day I was tapping into this shit, man. I'm like, yo, now I'm seeing the subtle shit. You gotta wake yo, man, nature is so wise. The slightest thing that you do that you take for granted, you have to wake up to it to see how powerful it is. Man, I'm speaking from an understanding perspective. Do you see what I'm saying? You know how motherfuckers be like, you know what? I woke up today and just like I tell niggas, man, waking up another day is nothing, bro. But I understand what they're saying though. It's not like it's nothing. What I'm trying to say is dying. When you say you wake up another day, or you saying dying is what? It's transition, nigga. Different timelines. You know, again, I was saying the paranormal side. Like for me, I am a medium, meaning I have the ability to speak to others, the ones who are on the other side, right? That's how I was able to get a couple of downloads. But anyway, making a long story short. So for me, like, because I have that ability, this world has a different meaning to me. But the key word is because I have the ability, not necessarily the ability, but the understanding too. Because the understanding alone, and then whatever your ability is going to be, this is why as you go into, you doing that shadow work, you're going to bring it out. And by the way, that is also the meaning of education too, when you're truly speaking of being educated. But anyway, to have all of these things, that type of transformation. I mean, that alone, man, is just showing you that you are not as human as you may think that you are, or as physical as you think that you are. For me, like I'm seeing the differences. I understand now why I had to be born because to enter this world or to be in this world, now they go in and out in this world though. That's why they're all your guides, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's why they have the ability to I'm saying like, but anyway, man, this is the life that you're living in. Your life is magical. It's miracle. But if you are blinded to it, meaning you don't know much about who you are, or you haven't been subtle enough, your intensity, your energy intensity is pretty heavy. You're not light enough to bypass certain things, meaning to see past certain reality that you may be in. This is why, like, when somebody tells me this world is fucked up, like, I hear you. I'm not neglecting what you're saying. I just know this is where you are with it. Because there's different levels in this reality. I mean, for me personally, I have attained a level where I see perfection all around me. Like, honestly, like, traitors betray, like, niggas who betrayed me, I have like, they have to go, no, no, no. Let's get it in fucking perspective now. Don't get it fucked up. Niggas, hey, you will pay for what you do. But me keeping that in my heart, like I can't sleep at night or nigga, please. In fact, I have more reason to sleep at night, nigga. What you do got nothing to do with me. It's not because I don't care, it's because I'm taking accountability. For me, not for you, nigga. The fuck? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's like a nigga like you fucked up all your life. I didn't make your choices. Why didn't you make my choices? Mm-hmm. You knew I was going to school. Well, why didn't you go to school yourself? You see what I'm saying? But damn it, those niggas who wanna hate on you, bro. Man, let them hate, nigga. Nigga, please. You see what I'm saying? It's always the nigga who's not putting in the work, man. So when you understand that, this is where my compassion comes in. I have like compassion even for me. Like it's like you taking a poison, you expecting me to pass away. You come and look at the screen expecting me to pass away when this is your poison. I didn't swallow no poison, baby girl. And I will not. This is why I stayed away from the people I told you that I stayed away from. You understand what I'm saying? Then I realized, man, yo, guys, if I were to tell you, man, I've been through so many different type of fucking betrayal. People will hate me for different reasons. And guess what, man? I was able to put all of them together. So for me, I'm enjoying this. I was able to put all of them together. And now looking at them, they all did what they did for different reasons. But the underlying motivation behind it was just hate, bro. Because they couldn't face who they are. Like me, I'll give you a perfect example. Some of these people, like the people I was raised with, that woman, I don't like her. I don't hate her, but I don't like her. I would want to love her, but I don't like her. Do you understand that? But because I don't like her, like there's a lot of people I don't like. Like I don't like when people don't care about who they are. I don't like that. I don't like when you don't examine your own fucking life. I don't like that. But I'm not gonna chase you down. I'm not gonna put obstacle in your life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna gossip about you. Yo, this motherfucker, that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that. I don't like you, but I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? In fact, I really don't like them. But these people, they love me, but they don't know how to express it. This is crazy. I mean, they definitely don't like me too, I guess. But I guess the only reason why I would even entertain the idea of them loving me, not because I'm searching for them to love me, because I don't give a fuck about them, because I really don't like them. Do you see what I'm saying? But it's because I also came to understand there's something greater that they don't understand. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really like I don't say that they love me, but definitely, something they don't understand. And just because they don't understand it, guess what they do? Obstacles. That's what your haters do, man. Oh, I couldn't do this all my life. I tried this, and then they never really tried, even if they think that they tried, but they expected things to fall off their fucking laps. They're not great farmers. They don't understand the principle of life. Like the woman I was raised with, and here's something else too, man. And then that's when I realized a lot of things, man. Like these people, they know, oh man, they had reason to hate me too. I see why they hated me. Man, this is incredible. Can you imagine? Well, by the way, I was illegally kidnapped, right? So then the lady who claimed to be my mother, who was not my mother. So therefore, for me, that was an emotional bondage, right? Because that's what you have with your mom and dad. And this is why this whole thing for me, like my life, man. That's why I tell niggas, man, I walk out the shit. Man. That's why I just smoke my shit, nigga. Let him go ahead and talk about, your highness and all that shit. Let me just smoke my shit. Listen, man. I'm saying, man, yo, it's not as complicated as you guys trying to make it to be. But I see, you know what? And I had to realize that for myself too, man. I feel like the movie thing, but that's the beauty of it too, man. I was gonna say the movie thing is like blow out a lot of shit out of us. Then we think that is so out of us, but that's the beauty of it too, because that's what you must, that's what you need to wake up to. You see what I'm saying? Like a nigga, like for me, like I could talk about love and all that shit, but I don't talk about love in the sense of I don't understand hate. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. If you're looking for somebody, whoever the fuck, your coach, whatever the fuck, make sure of that part. But even that part in itself may also require you to, mm, you gotta sharpen up your tools, man. Because ultimately it's you. And that's what spirituality is dealing with. Your shadow side of you. Then when you're dealing with the occult, oh, let me go back to what I was talking about because this is such a big topic. Because I realize a lot of people like we all, oh man, and I haven't really seen anybody. who really understand voodoo, or at least have my perspective of voodoo. I mean, I've seen it, but they're not mainstream, if that makes any sense. So, meaning now we're living in a world like, I mean, how bad, and that's what the Matrix was actually addressing too. If you experience it, why do you choose this over that? Do you see what I'm saying? If you in your That's what they call it, the waking life, because you're waking up, and then when you go to sleep, you're dreaming or you're experiencing that, you're feeling the same physical or the body chemical reactions. What would make this more real than the other one? And again, pre, these are these are pre-basic questions. They're not even basic questions to me. And I'm saying that for a reason. I'm saying that, I mean, it's like, okay, how low can we go here? And this is why a lot of people, like for me, in my opinion, responded so positively to the first Matrix. And then by the time the second Matrix comes in, they lost. Because the first Matrix wasn't really telling you nothing or anything that you didn't already know. Even the paranormal, like normal shit, nigga, you already know that there's more than what you see, man. You just choose not to follow it, or you choose to ignore it. That's truly what it is. Or even when these niggas came out with the secret was not a secret at all, man. In fact, as they talking about the secret, they realize it went from mouth to mouth, generation to generation. The secret was just not told to other motherfuckers, but it was known. So what the fuck is the secret then? But I also understand it too, though. And this is also the secret that I'm looking to reveal to you, which is truly like what? You, nigga. The magic only start when you recognize it. So what you see about Socrates talking about all this shit, or any one of these motherfuckers, that's why I was telling you they went up the mountain, they came back. And now for me now, as I went up the mountain, I'm like, this nigga said this. What the fuck? Now I'm tapping into what the fuck he was saying or why he said. I'm like, oh man. And that's how for me, like I was able to tap into fucking Albert Einstein. Like these niggas were all fucking, they were channelers, man. Yeah, I'm telling you, right? I mean, you don't have, listen, that's what I needed to know that. I know that for me. But maybe the part of it that you need to know for you is that, they had the ability to tap into a reality that exists, but that is subtle, that they have to go into themselves to find it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And then as they did, this is why now this nigga, Albert Einstein, now came out and give you all this shit that he was talking about. Imagination is more powerful than fucking knowledge. What? Nigga, how the fuck you know that? No, no, not even that. Why the fuck would you even say that? And this nigga's not stupid, dog. Because he understands imagination open up your mind in a way that knowledge does not do. In other words, imagination is the fucking experience, nigga. You cannot imagine anything that you're not experiencing. Man, I get it. I might be your teacher's teacher. Maybe not to talk to you directly though. Tell your teacher to come to get this, man. So, so he could, you know what I'm saying, translate it into, you know what I'm saying, what you need to do. It's all good. It's all good, man. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? We're just part of that, those three initiates. Who the fuck are these niggas? Well, I know who they are, but I don't. Who the fuck are these niggas? Do you see what I'm saying? You know, in spirituality is even with the Kabbalion, it's teaching you to embrace both pain and pleasure. You know, challenges. They open your mind. You understand what I'm saying? Like when life is lifing, it opened up your eyes, bro. Most people don't, I hope, oh man, I don't know. Well, everybody's gonna translate it to their, based on your knowledge. But for me, this is why I would hope, and I don't want you to be broke, but I would hope you experience it though. And hopefully it doesn't, but here's something else too. This is why it all comes down to you. It's not even the experience, it's you. Because that same experience, like for me, being broke turned me more into me. Meaning, nigga, I got nothing to lose, bro. If I'm not being me, like, who the fuck am I gonna be? You see what I'm saying? But for somebody else, and that's what I was saying too. Like for me, when I was going through my little shit, and I still, but you know what I'm saying? Like I had to get a job that, you know what I'm saying, not nigga shit. Like you're like, what? You're looking at the check, you're like, nigga, fuck you, man. That's what I have to be grateful to. I was there, I'm like, how fucked up can that be? I'm like, God, all right, thank you, dog. Uh, all of my niggas for the hard work. Now, I mean, you have to go through that. That's what the whole Gethsemane, Jesus being under that tree was. You know, then to for you to realize, and like I did for myself, you know, you're going with the fucking duty, with the mission. You understand what I'm saying? Like again, those are, you know what I'm saying, guidelines to show you every motherfucker who's gonna go through this shit. That's how you're gonna go through it, baby. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, there's like, you know, hey, because when you go through it, like I know for me, it's like, even me saying that, like, it's like, hey, whatever the fuck, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And you have to live in the moment. I mean, I know where I'm going, but yet again, man, it's, you know what I'm saying? The art of dancing, the art of dancing, life as a master. When you master yourself, you're gonna dance with life. So the true meaning, even me talking about spirituality, is really talking about the dance. You gotta want it, but you don't want it. I guess that's what people mean when they say the universe will test you. You gotta want it, but you don't want it. This is what I mean. Like for me, let me use myself. I need and want a relationship. But I'm not gonna fall for like whatever the fuck. Like what the fuck? Bitch, please. I just get back to sucking my own dick. Like, okay. Right there. It's not that far, people. You know what I'm saying? But that's none of your business. I handle myself. But it's not even about that neither. Of course, I'm talking shit, but truly what it comes down to, you know, it's really like, you know what I'm saying? It's like when you look at DMX or whoever the fuck makes, you know what I'm saying? They want to be successful. But How you gonna do it? Do you see what I'm saying? They, I mean, you can't tell me Lauryn Hill didn't have a passion for music, nor Mace or DMX, who gave you two albums in 1 year. And you can't tell me that. And even though he did try to go back, feeling was not the same. He told you what he felt, whatever the fuck. So I'm saying that to let you to say to you, man. And here's something else too, man. Like, I mean, that's why I used to be like, fuck y'all niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? But then again, I'm not doing it. This is why this is for the living. I'm not doing it for the motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And this is where, if you're saying life is gonna teach you, if the universe is testing you, excuse me, then what I'm saying, it's gonna be that. That's what I had to understand. So I'm saying all of that to you, whatever I had to understand. Then again, it's all mental. It comes from that mentality, and now it's here I am. Or regardless of what you do, if you were conditioned, it's your job, it's this, is that, or you were raised in the Bible and this is what it is, this is what it's gonna be. That's why you don't argue with fools. Or not necessarily fools. You don't argue in who's there to argue about, man? That's the way you see it. You want me to argue about the way you see it, and the way I see it, it's not the way you see it. And then what do we get out of this? Please let me know. You know what I'm saying? It's like you came out the way you came in. I guess there's nothing to be expected. But you're draining your own fucking energy. But anyway, going back to what I'm saying, it's your life. It's life, bro. So any conversation that is being talked you ever heard of comes out of it has to be spirituality. Anytime you hear somebody, let me give you some games. A game, you know what a game is? It's something, or I like to call it codes or keys. It's something that you need to know for you to do something. Oh, you want to do that? That's why this niggas, you have niggas who are building companies. That's why this niggas, yeah, that's my specialty. What do you want to know? What do you want to do? Do you see what I'm saying? They teach you, like, it's not necessarily what they do, but what I'm saying is in terms of, like, you, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, the practicality of who you are, the development in yourself. I mean, yeah, it has to come from you. And then also, as you're doing so, then you realize your strength, what you really strengthen in is the non-physical side of you. Then you have to delve into your dark side. Then now, if that's the case, as you delve in more into it, and of course, as you are sensitively awakening to those things, that's part of your awakening, right? And then you realize, and this is what I talk about when I tell people accountability, man. That's why, like, some people can't take accountability. It's not because it takes you. And here's something else accountability, and I will say this. I've said it before. It's not blaming yourself. Blaming yourself, I mean, shit, it has nothing to do with taking accountability. Accountability is to acknowledge you have something to do with anything, everything. You have a direct connection with everything. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I take accountability, meaning if you're hearing this, you may agree, you may disagree. And if you disagree, my accountability is okay. You know what I'm saying? You have the right to disagree, nigga. What the fuck? Especially, I know what I'm talking about is not surface shit. So you have to disagree. And if you don't, I mean, it's either you waking up to some shit as I'm saying what I'm saying, or you just don't see nothing. It is what it is. But anyway, um, man, all of these things, the battle of the shadows, you know what I'm saying? Either it is physical or however the fuck, it's still gonna be, it's gonna, this is why the true, you know what I'm saying? It's what's that? That's why this is chess, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they're playing on that side. Over here, we play chess, man. But anyway, um, almost in 2 hours, guys. I'm gonna have to let you guys go. But to summarize this real quick, man, because I wanted to I have dedicated this to, spirituality as a whole. But it's no different than anything I've ever talked about because it's all part of spirituality. But the different part that I wanted to touch on, well, I guess I didn't really fully get into the actual Kabbalion. But I did recommend it because the Kabbalion, what it does is giving you a deeper understanding of you. There's nothing that the Kabbalion talks about that is a belief matter or a God matter. It's just telling you about this reality. And the way these motherfuckers even started the book, it's just it's incredible to me. They start off by telling you when the student is ready, the student will appear. Oh my God. Maybe I'm very sensitive when it comes to that type of information. Man, that alone is just, you know what I'm saying? That alone is just already telling you the level in which they are already talking about. So the level to begin with already, even if anybody who would just even recommend the Kabbalion to you already, alone, it's got to be on some level. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, it's like the reflection of the book, the people, it speaks for itself. Man, listen, man, I'm going, I'm going. Anyway, and what that has to do with is truly an eye opening. I mean, an eye opening in terms of, you understanding the reality that you're living in, you know, and then, it helps you to realize that, it's you, man. You got something to do with it. But anyway, which is also a big part of that spirituality, which is also defining the world that you're living in. The seven hermetic, laws. I already talked about this. I guess we could piece this together. I mean, piece it together in terms of, but anyway, you guys can also Google that shit. You know, um, I'm just trying to summarize it because I'm not gonna do a part two on that shit. Um, oh, not that it's not worth it neither. Maybe I should. No, I don't know. Think about it. Let me think about it, all right? But for now, all of these things under the spirituality umbrella is an eye opener about this life that you're living in. It's not looking to convert you into this, that religion. but it's for you to have a deeper understanding of the life that you're living in now. And the great thing about it, as you do so, trust me, you'll get to see the benefit of truly having Christ in your life, or having Buddha in your life, or whoever the fuck, what I'm saying, you go by, or, what I'm saying, but the truth of the matter is you'll get to see the practicality in it, not just the belief part of it, and just to talk about the social why you do this, but the experience out of it that would also truly allow you to transform as a person. And then now you could turn around and let him know, as I'm trying to let niggas know right now. All right. So we're gonna leave it there, man. I gotta leave you guys with a couple things, what I'm saying, in your pocket. Don't tell nobody I give this to you. Okay? You keep it in yourself. This is for you. You can only be great at the things that you love. So if you want to be great at anything, you cannot be great at something you don't love. You see how there's nothing you can do without you? Can you see how your greatness is attached to you? Don't worry about it. Just put it in your pocket. If you have this little, this little, what I'm saying, those are jewels, okay? You put it in under your pillow when you go to sleep. And also, oh man, that one is really telling you, listen, man, if you're not true to you, you will never be. You can always be false to somebody else. And if you're false to yourself, you can never be true to nobody else. Those are rules, keys, games, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Those are the games that I play. I don't play the lying, the bullshit. Niggas playing themselves. What niggas are playing games is niggas playing who they are. The game I play, this is the jams. Those are the game. These are the keys. This is the game I play. That's the gems that you need. That's the key that you need to open up doors. You know what I'm saying? When shit's not working out for you. When Jesus tell you if you get slapped and turn the other cheek, yeah, you need to understand that. Take that with you too. Because what this is telling you is not what you think, which is somebody literally slap you in the face. No, 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 no. We're not building weeks here. There's nothing weak about Jesus, bro. What this is telling you is when life gives you lemon, what do? You make lemonade. That's what this is telling you. You change your perspective. You turn the other cheek. The other cheek is the other perspective. You look at it from a different angle. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just looking at the negativity, look at it from a different perspective. Take that with you. You see what I'm saying? But last but not least, listen, the remedy of the pain, it's in the pain. You feel me? You just gotta slightly. I shan't. Mali.